midnight drearies.
In the small town of Greenwood, nestled among rolling hills, a sinister mystery shrouded the number 42. The residents, unaware of its true significance, went about their lives with blissful ignorance. However, a dark undercurrent flowed beneath the surface, threatening to unravel the fabric of their reality. It began innocently enough. People noticed that the number 42 seemed to appear at the most peculiar times, a house with the address 42 mysteriously burnt down, an unlucky soul succumbing to an accident at precisely 42 minutes past the hour. These events were dismissed as mere coincidences, until the town's population started to dwindle. As the pattern emerged, a deep unease settled over Greenwood. Rumors and whispers filled the air, connecting the mysterious occurrences to the writings of the late Douglas Adams, who had famously proclaimed that 42 was the secret to life, the universe, and everything. But what was the true meaning of this seemingly innocuous number? Local librarian, Emily Carter, delved into the archives, searching for any clue that could unravel the enigma of 42. Late into the night, she pored over ancient texts and obscure references, her determination unyielding. It was during her tireless pursuit that she stumbled upon an ancient manuscript, written by a long-forgotten cult, the Order of the Ebon Void. The manuscript revealed the existence of an ancient cult obsessed with unlocking the power of 42. According to their twisted beliefs, the number held the key to summoning unimaginable horrors from beyond the veil of existence. They worshipped an eldritch entity, known only as the 42nd One, a being of unfathomable malevolence. The Order of the Ebon Void had long since faded into obscurity, but their influence had survived through hidden symbols and rituals practiced by a select few. Several popular purveyors of numerology and gematria would pay handsomely to gain possession of the manuscript, not to mention various other occult factions. Oh, how easily the wheels of underworldly capitalism are greased with blood money. The obfuscated disciples, scattered across the globe, sought to resurrect the dark cult and unleash its unspeakable power upon the world. The First United Church of Cthulhu has said, "They are dumb, but dangerous." Emily's research led her to discover that she was a direct descendant of one of the original members of the order. Her bloodline connected her to the cult's rituals and gave her an eerie understanding of the true nature of 42. Terrified yet driven by a sense of responsibility, she resolved to uncover the cult's intentions and put an end to their dark designs. As Emily delved deeper into the secrets of the Ebon Void, she uncovered a series of cryptic rituals and incantations that were integral to their plan. They believed that by sacrificing 42 souls, they could bring forth the 42nd One, granting them unimaginable power and dominion over the earthly realm. Emily realized that the cult had already begun their dark work in Greenwood. She uncovered a list of names, including some of the town's most influential figures, who were involved in the cult's activities. Panic set in as she understood the magnitude of the impending catastrophe. She sought allies within the town, sharing her discoveries and imploring them to help her thwart the cult's plans. Together, they formed a small group dedicated to unraveling the sinister plot before it was too late. But time was running out, as the cult's rituals approached their climax. Emily and her allies devised a desperate plan to expose the cult's activities to the authorities. They gathered evidence, risking their lives to gather irrefutable proof of the cult's existence and their impending sacrifice of 42 innocent souls. On the night of the ritual, a storm of biblical proportions descended upon Greenwood. The heavens wept as if mourning the impending horror that awaited the town. Emily and her allies, driven by courage and a sense of duty, infiltrated the cult's secret meeting place, a dilapidated church hidden on the outskirts of town. Inside the desecrated sanctuary, the cult members, cloaked in shadow, stood in a circle, chanting incantations that reverberated through the air. The chilling aura of anticipation filled the room as they prepared to enact their dark ritual, fueled by their unwavering devotion to the 42nd one. Emily and her allies moved swiftly, disrupting the cult's twisted ceremony. They burst into the chamber, brandishing evidence of the cult's activities and the identities of its members. The shock on the faces of the cultists was palpable as their veil of secrecy disintegrated. In the chaos that ensued, the cult members, torn between their loyalty and the weight of the evidence, faltered. Some fought to defend their beliefs, while others, plagued by doubt, questioned the true nature of the horrors they were about to unleash. A battle of wills and ideologies raged within the church, its echoes reverberating through the night. Emily confronted the cult's leader, a charismatic figure known as Silas McBrown. She revealed the depths of his deception, exposing the lies he had used to ensnare and enlist the cult's naive members. Silas, torn between his desires for power and the weight of the truth, hesitated. As the storm outside intensified, the cult's facade of darkness began to crumble. Silas, stripped of his manipulative influence, faced the reality of the horrors he had been willing to unleash upon the world. The truth of 42 and its connection to unimaginable evil stared him in the face, eroding the foundations of his faith. One by one, the cult members, their beliefs shattered, abandoned their allegiance to the 42nd one. The realization of the true horror behind their actions consumed them, and remorse washed over their souls. In the face of impending doom, a glimmer of redemption emerged. But the true zealots were not willing to give up their beliefs or their positions of power. They turned on their heretical brethren who paid with their lives. Then they turned on Silas. Emily and her allies fled the church. With the cult's plans thwarted and their ranks broken, they worked diligently to dismantle the remnants of the Order of the Ebon Void. The town of Greenwood, scarred by the dark secret that had lurked beneath its surface, began the process of healing. But the legacy of 42 remained. The true horror of the number lay not in its inherent meaning, but in the willingness of individuals to succumb to its allure and unleash unspeakable darkness. Greenwood, forever changed by the ordeal, took upon itself the responsibility to remember the past and ensure that such horrors would never be repeated. But Emily knew. There were surviving members of the Ebon Void out there. Somewhere. And they were the most radical of the fallen order. And they would want their lost manuscript back.